Hey there YouTube, this is Lucifer Lake Gordon coming back at you with another video. And I have to laugh at myself for this one because my house is a disaster right now, and I was supposed to do a movie review of a movie that we watched not too long ago, and I realized that I boxed up the um, DVD box for it. So I'm going to do this movie review without the box to show. And so please bear with me. I am so sorry. The movie I am reviewing today is Satanic Panic. Now, you've seen this movie on the shelves in Walmart with just the title Panic. It's really weird. It has a box sleeve, and when you take the DVD case out of the box sleeve, you see that the title is no longer just Panic, it is Satanic Panic. The proper title of the movie is Satanic Panic. Uh, Rebecca Romaine plays in this movie as the high priestess of a satanic coven looking to sacrifice a virgin to Baphomet. And her husband, her real life husband, Jerry O'Connell, portrays her husband in the movie as well. So you may remember him from the show Sliders, as well as probably several other different things. Um, what can I say about this movie? This is a primarily female-led cast, and I'm going to tell you what, the lead director of the movie, when you look at her, she looks like a total SJW. But I'm going to tell you something. This movie is funny as shit. It is worth buying. It is a primarily female-led cast that is very story-oriented. I did not get any SJW vibes from it, and I was really happy with this movie. It was comical, it was funny, it was witty, and it shows. It shows that you can have a mostly female oriented movie without being totally woke and it do well. One of the things that I will have to say about this movie is there's almost no people of color in it. There's, as to the best of my memory, like one or two persons, black men in it, and that was it. Yeah, there's just a very small handful of people of color in this movie. So it's a primarily white movie. And it's a primarily all female cast. Okay, that's fine. The thing is about this movie, I enjoyed it so much because it had great script writing. It had really funny acting in it, good campy jokes. I'm going to do some spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen this movie, you may want to turn off this review right now and just trust me. And when I say go get it, watch it, if you're into funny, comedy horror, this is the movie for you. So from this point on, spoilers. One of the big first funny scenes was that I really, really liked is our main heroine, who is a pizza delivery girl, comes up to the house and she gets gypped on a tip. Everybody's gypping her tips and she runs out of gas in her motor scooter. And she came out to this big, this really far out of the way neighborhood that's really rich. Ooh, excuse me. And they gyp her on a tip. And this is where the adventure really starts. And so she breaks into the house when she can't get her motor scooter started. She's wanting to use the phone. And she walks in on this neighborhood meeting, or this like empowerment meeting, and she's not even paying attention to what was being said. You got Rebecca Romaine up there in this amazing red dress, looking just absolutely stunning, as usual. I mean, what would you expect from the woman who portrayed Mystique in the first few X-Men movies? It's just gorgeous, gorgeous, amazing body on this woman. And in this dress, it's like, holy crap, that's beautiful. And so she's up there. She's like a motivational speaking and everything. And then our main character's not even paying attention. She's like gabbing to this other person there. And this other person, like, who are you? And, so she completely misses the part of Rebecca Romaine saying, are you ready to sell your soul to Satan? And it's like, oh my. It's just that campy. And it gets campier and campier as the movie goes on. In the same scene, our main character finally interrupts the meeting openly and says, hey, I'm a pizza delivery girl. I got gypped the tip. Would anybody care to chip in to help me get some gas so I can get home? And Rebecca Romaine and this one other chick's like, who are you? And whatnot. And this other woman, who's like another one of the big female evil bad guy leads, is like, are you a virgin? And this is where it gets really funny, because the girl's like, that's an extremely personal question. And Rebecca Romaine's like, she's a virgin. That was a good snap. And they just all like grab her and pretty much drug her and just haul her off to this room. I'm not going to continue with the description of what happens next, but it involves Jerry O'Connell, and it is funny. It is funny, funny, funny. So, it's campy as hell. You have, in another scene, the dildo strap-on of death. And it's like, what? You gotta see it to believe it, but it's a scene where, our main heroine, she breaks into this other house, or she gets into this other house, and apparently there's a pair of sisters in there, and they have this one girl tied down to the bed, and this other sister has this massive fucking drill type strap on affixed to her. And apparently she's going to go kill this other girl by dildoing her to death with it. Yeah. And just more comedy ensues. At every turn in this movie, it is just comedy after comedy after comedy. And it is done in such... It's horror, okay? And so it's gory, it's splatter, it's exploitative, and it's horror. And it's done in such a really good way that at every turn, you're going to be like, oh my god. And you're going to be chuckling, and you're going to lean forward in your seat and be like, oh my god, what's going to happen next? And I love it. This is the kind of movie I like to watch. Alright, this is the kind of movie I like to see when I'm buying, renting, or whatnot, a movie I've never seen before. This is the kind of thing that I like to have happen, where I am pleasantly surprised. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I am an actual Satanist in real life. Alright. So, when I see this movie and see that it's about Satanic Panic, and it's a horror comedy, I have to question, oh, good lords, what's going to be going on here? Am I going to be offended by this? Is this just going to go completely off the rails? And the thing is, is yes, this is very stereotypical of the common thought process of Satanists and, you know, people who practice the religion that I practice. And so everybody thinks that, and I've actually had this asked of me. One moment. Sorry about that. Ugh. Had to blow my nose. I've actually had this asked of me before online, quite recently actually, that this one girl, she asked me, if I'm a Satanist, why aren't, am I rich or something? Am I well off? And I'll say this: we're not hurting, okay? But I'm not super rich. And she was like, well, I thought all Satanists were like billionaires and everything. You sold your soul to the devil and everything. And it's like, no, we're just normal people. But in this movie, the stereotypical trope that everybody who worships the devil is super rich and everything it's a stereotypical trope. Other stereotypical tropes is the human sacrifice. Every stereotypical trope that you could think of for Satanism is in this movie. It is funny as shit, though. I loved it. I'm going to give this movie, in my opinion, a good 4 stars. 4.5 stars if I don't give it a full 5 stars. It is by far one of the funniest modern horror comedy movies I have seen in a long, long time. I've seen a number of them. Saturday the 14th, and just, yeah. Stuff that, Evil Tunes. It's like, oh my god. The stuff that would make you like, holy shit. And of course, Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. Come on, you can't not laugh at those movies. But so here it is. Here it is. We have this movie, Satanic Panic. Thumbs up. And here's the thing. This movie trashes the narrative that guys like me, okay, white cisgender males, okay, straight males, hate female-led movies because we're scared of female empowerment. This movie trashes that notion. Okay, it is funny. It is a good movie. It is a movie that you, as a straight male, gay male, whatever, if you have a sense of humor and you like good movies, you will enjoy this movie. Now, I'm going to come to this part here, and I'm going to make this very plain and clear. As I said before, this movie does not have very many people of color in it. It is primarily a white cast. Now, I have seen plenty of movies where it is primarily one racial culture throughout the majority of the movie, and they're good movies. Excuse me. Ugh. A recent movie that I had to say that I actually sort of did enjoy very thoroughly, that I thought it was a very good movie, that was majority racially one culture, was Black Panther. Okay? This movie is primarily a black movie. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was a very well written, well done movie. And the same goes for Satanic Panic. Okay? This is primarily a female led cast movie. The males in the movie, almost all of them, take a back seat. And they're a little bit more campy, they're a little bit more funny, and they're a little bit more dopey. Okay? But not in an insultive way. At least not to me. I didn't find it insultive at all. I actually was able to laugh. I was able to chuckle at the whole notion of it. And, one of the things that was said, because the girl that was rescued turns out to be the high priestess's daughter. And the reason why she was about to get drill-doed to death was because, well, she lost her virginity. She was supposed to be the virgin sacrifice. And she went and she boinked a guy. And it says in this movie that she turns to the other girl and is like, I could fuck you with every dildo in the world with my hands, feet, whatever you want, and it wouldn't do a damn thing to stop them. When it comes to human sacrifices and virginity, it's strictly dickly. And she uses that exact words, promoting straight sex. It's funny as shit. Strictly dickly. Satanic Panic, folks. Go check it out. Until next time, tell me what you think in the comments below. Have you seen this movie? What did you think of it? How many stars would you rate it? Did it trigger you or anything? Were you upset that men weren't represented as well? Were you happy that men took a back seat in the movie? Were you triggered by the fact that there wasn't more people of color in a positive role in this movie? I'd love to hear from you. Please do tell me in the comments down below. As usual, be respectful. And if you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and share it with all of your friends, family, loved ones, whatever. And if you also haven't done so already, first time watching one of my videos, hit that subscribe button, please, please, please. And don't forget to hit that bell notification. That way you know whenever I'm up to no good again and posting another video. Until next time, folks, hail Satan. I'll catch you on the flip side. Go check out this movie, Satanic Panic. You'll just see the word panic on the cover in Walmart. And I'll see you guys later. I'm out of here.